in different stages. So thank you, sir. So without wasting time, let's get into the PPT. So, Viper mechanism is invented by Mary Elizabeth Anderson. So there is a short story like how she invented this Viper mechanism. So in a visit to New York in 1903 on a winter day, so she was traveling in a trolley car where she observed the trolley driver is struggling to see the road that is in front of the windscreen. So at that time, Viper was not there. So she, when she returned to Alabama, so she hired a design engineer and she designed a Viper. The Viper is hand operated, like you can see in the old 90s autos and all, where it is hand operated. So that type of Viper she designed. She made a design engineer to design that Viper, and she gave a company to manufacture it. Although she tried to implement that into market, at that time automobile sector was not up to a level, so nobody considered a design. So in 1922, for the first time, Cadillac Motors considered a design where they thought the Viper is actually important for the automobile field. So these Cadillac Motors first time they implemented in their automobile cars. So by that time, automobile field grew up a little bit. So by seeing Cadillac and Mary Anderson idea, the other companies started implementing the Vipers into their automobiles. So the basic concept of Viper mechanism is a four-bar mechanism. I think most of you have studied in your kinematics of materials. So here is a short video where you can understand like what exactly is a four-bar mechanism. So now let's see how exactly the four-bar mechanism is implemented in the Viper system, wherein which this is the fixed link, the 2 points, and this is the crank, the one which rotates. This one is the crank, the one which rotates, and this is the rocker arm, which converts rotary motion into oscillatory motion. So this is how the Viper mechanism works. It's completely a four-bar mechanism. So now let me get into my CATIA model. So guys, this is my model in an exploded view. Due to lack of time, I didn't implement four-bar mechanism in this. I just connected the Viper directly into the motor. This is the blade and this is the support and this is the motor. So let me get into my kinematics now. I just gave a small kinematic to this Viper system. So let me get into my DME kinematics. So I have already prepared this replay and all yesterday and simulation everything. So let me show you how exactly this simulation work. Let me repeat it. So yeah, the angle I have given from 0 to 140 degree, and I have given the repetition so it is repeating back and forth. And we can also adjust the speeds from here. So if I give 0.5 seconds, the speeds will be this much. 0.1 second, it will be very less.
It's purely based
Point
on
two.
the wind, the rain intensity, correct, Subin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep, yep.
Exactly.
You can show the mechanism, whatever you are given the constraints, so that they will understand
Which one, sir?
the mechanism. You can explain something on the mechanism, simulations, and explain.
How I did the simulation.
Yeah, yeah. How you fixed it. Yeah,
Okay.
just to.
Uh, Fine, 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 sir. So first of all, to be frank, I didn't design this model. I just downloaded an already designed model. So yeah,
Can you zoom that component?
yes, sir, sure. So as you all know, in DMU kinematics, first we need to fix one component. So I just fixed this motor assembly as a fixed component, and after that, let me. So this blade and this rotating component of the motor, I gave a coincident constraint, and then after that, this one second. This inner surface, this one, and this surface, I just gave a contact constraint. This
So
one.
you used cylindrical constraint, right? See the cylindrical.
First, I gave a revolute joint between
Yes,
these
you
two.
just expand that mechanism, revolute joint in
Uh,
mechanism. In mechanism.
and okay, here. So
Yeah.
this is the one. This mechanic degree of freedom is zero means the fixed component, and these are the joint. Firstly, I gave a revolute joint. What I spoke this cylindrical constraint, and rigid joint. I gave it between this surface and this surface, so that it will be fixed, and this blade moves according to this. So these are the two, and my command is like the revolution from 0 to 140 degree, and this is my fixed part, as I already said. So I think, sir, should I explain the simulation also?
Yeah, yeah. You just tell them, no problem.
Okay, for simulation, okay, if these three constraints are met, only then we can give the simulation. So once after fixing this components, I just got a message that the mechanism can be simulated. So I just went to this simulation, wherein which I gave the simulation, and after simulation, I gave compile simulation, where we can actually see the result, like what we are getting, the output of the simulation. So after compile simulation, I just recorded it. Recorded, yeah. In compile simulation, I'll show you. Okay, while compiling, you'll get an option to record. I just recorded that mechanism, so that is where it is showing as replay. So this is the one. So this is the recording time of mine, which I recorded. You can just say this.
You can give the loop more loop, continuous vocal.
Uh,
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
Okay. So it's repeating again and again.
Yes, yeah.
So that is about the design, and I have few more things to cover up. So so these are like main types of These are the main types of mechanisms, where types of windscreen wipers. So this one is called the pivot or radial wiper, and this is the most commonly used wiper system. And in this, both the blades are connected to a single arm, the arm which is connected to a motor. And this type of mechanism is mainly used in Toyota Camry, Corolla, etc. And the second one is called the sequential sweep wiper. So in this, the both the wiper blades slides in the opposite direction, and this is considered as one of the most complicated mechanism, because like the after the movement of the first wiper, the second movement have to start. So it is bit complicated mechanism. And one more is this mechanism covers as much as space as possible, like during the wiping. So this is used in Volkswagen Sharon vehicle. The third one is called monoblade wiper, wherein which instead of two wipers, we are using only single wiper to wipe the entire screen. So this wiper is mainly used for coverage of larger surface area. When compared to other wiper mechanism, this covers a larger surface area for better visibility. So this is mainly used in Toyota Etios, Jaguar, etc. And the fourth one is called pantograph wiper system. And this type of wiper system is mainly used in buses and trucks, where the windscreen will be like very large. And in most common lorries and all, you guys have seen, like there will be two mirrors, two windscreen, like right side and left side. So at that time, these kind of wiper systems are used. And one last thing is about automatic wipers. Automatic wipers in most of the today's cars, upcoming cars, you can see automatic wipers means like there will be a rain sensor outside the vehicle that is near the windscreen. So that rain sensor senses the rain, like whenever a few droplets of water comes and hits the windscreen. So it senses and sends a message to the main board. So at that time, automatically the wiper starts turning on, and based on the intensity of rain, it automatically senses the intensity of rain, and the speeds will be adjusted according to that. So thank you.
Good one. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. Okay.